Good afternoon. My name is Victor Bereshai, and I'm the Senior Patrol Leader of Troop 12 Yonkers. For those of you who are here for the first time or have traveled far, we would like to welcome you to Yonkers and to Troop 12. Our troop has more than 20 active scouts and is celebrating its 87th anniversary, including a two-year hiatus in 2010. The troop has produced 36 Eagle Scouts in that time, 9 of them in the last 7 years alone. Before we begin our program, I'd like to introduce a few special people. When I call out their names, I would like that they rise. Elected officials or representatives. On behalf of the Mayor of the City of Yonkers, the Honorable Mayor Mike Spano, Nick Chiarella. The Yonkers City Council Member, 3rd District, the Honorable Councilwoman, Ms. Tasha Diaz. Yonkers City Council Member, 6th District, the Honorable Councilman, Mr. Anthony Morante. Westchester County Board of Legislators, District 15, the Honorable Westchester County Legislator, Mr. James Nolan. On behalf of the Daughters of the American Revolution, Ms. Cynthia Promin. Please be seated. Now, let me turn the program over to our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Sam Solo.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Sam Sola, and I'm the Master of Ceremonies for this Eagle Court of Honor. Would everyone please rise? Would Life Scout Matt and Life Scout Jack please present the colors and lead our Eagle Scout candidate in and remain standing with him in the front of the room. I would now like to invite Tenderfoot Scout Travis to step forward. Travis will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance and will follow with the Scout Oath.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On my honor,
I'll do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. 2. Color guard, you may post the colors. Sit down. Okay. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, an Eagle Scout Court of Honor marks the end of one journey and the commitment to another. A commitment to better scouting where all may participate, a commitment to better citizenship, and a commitment to be an example of leadership to all. Bless all of Antonio's future endeavors. Walk with him wherever his life takes him, and give him your strength, your compassion, your wisdom, and your love. And may all of us gathered here be committed to Scouting's ideals, which instruct us to lead better lives. May we, like Antonio, always follow our own trails, discovering who we are by striving into the unknown. May God be with us all until we meet again. Amen. Amen. Please be seated. By the power vested in me by the National Council of the Boy Scouts of America, I declare this Court of Honor to be duly convened for the sole purpose of presenting the Eagle Scout Award to the following Scout, Antonio Mignone. Antonio represents Eagle Scout number 36 in the history of this troop. I'm now going to ask Eagle Scout Antonio Mignone to light 3 candles which represent the 3 parts of the Scout Oath you just heard. The first is duty to God and country. The next is duty to others. and the last is duty to self. Thank you, Antonio. Be seated. Of course, a troop can only be successful with dedicated adult leaders and volunteers. I would like to acknowledge the current and former Scoutmasters, Assistant Scoutmasters, and adult leaders who have helped guide our Eagle candidates at one time or another along their journey on the path to Eagle. For those present, please remain standing until the last one is called, and I'd like the audience to hold your applause until the end. Mrs. Anne-Marie Solis, Mr. Dave Barca, Mr. George Pabord, Mr. Michael Del Vecchio, Mr. Tom Liberati, Mr. Alberto Solis, Ms. Cindy Proman, Ms. Deanne May, Mr. John Pardo, Mr. Michael Del Vecchio, Ms. Celia Guerra, Mr. Ozzie Ruiz, and Mr. Douglas Cummings. Thank you. It takes a lot of adult leadership to run a troop, and without their support and guidance, we would not be here today. You've probably heard the old Native American parable about some blind men examining an elephant who had never seen one before. In the story, the man touches the elephant's tail, thinks it's like a rope. The man who touches its side thinks it's like a wall. The man who touches its ears thinks it's like a hand fan, and a very large one at that, etc., etc. Scouting can seem a lot like that elephant. Scouts are the biggest users of America's public lands, so we must be a camping society. Scouts spend tens of millions of hours in community service every year, so we must be a service club. Scouts earn badges in subjects like art and architecture, archery and archaeology, so we must be an educational institution. Scouting alumni are disproportionately represented at the country's service academies and in all manner of public and private leadership positions, so we must be a school of leadership. Most Scout troops are chartered to religious institutions, so we must be a character factory or an extension of the church. Of course, Scouting is all those things and more. At its core, however, it's a program designed, as the BSA's mission statement describes, to prepare young people to make ethical and moral choices over their lifetimes by instilling in them the values of the Scout Oath and Scout Law. In other words, they become prepared for life. Sometimes Scouting experiences lead more or less directly to career and calling. Eagle Scout E.O. Wilson, the father of biodiversity, first discovered the wonders of nature as a scout in South Alabama. He would later write that the Boy Scouts legitimized nature as the center of my life. Eagle Scout and future U.S. Senator Richard Lugar succeeded in his first Mayo campaign in part because citizenship in the community merit badge had taught him that his community extended far beyond his neighborhood. At other times, the connection between Scouting and future successes are a bit harder to trace. In 2010, Eagle Scout Steve Holcomb led Team USA to its first gold medal in men's bobsled since 1948. When interviewed by the National Eagle Scout Association, he couldn't really put a finger on what Scouting had done for him. There were no life-changing moments, no profound discoveries made in the Merit Badge program. But he did say this: every weekend we were out with Scouts doing something. And that really is the magic of Scouting. Scouts learn by doing, by being, and by just showing up. And then they take the lessons they've learned out into the world, trading merit badges for diplomas and college degrees, swapping uniforms for business clothes or fatigues, morphing positions like quartermaster and senior patrol leader into jobs like manager and CEO. Where will Scouting lead our honoree? Only time will tell. But there's little doubt that what's past is a prologue and that greatness awaits. I would now like to invite Scoutmaster Mr. David Barca to tell us what it takes to become an Eagle Scout.
The dedication to achieve Eagle Scout over many years is unparalleled in almost any other achievement a youth can earn in today's world. So what does it mean to become an Eagle? Our Scouts start by learning the Scout Oath and Law. I'd like Antonio to light the 12 candles that represent the law as I read them. Scout is trustworthy. A Scout tells the truth. He keeps his promises. Honesty is part of his code of conduct. Scout is loyal. A Scout is true to his family, his friends, Scout leaders, school, nation, and world community. Scout is helpful. A Scout is concerned about other people. He's willing to volunteer to help others without expecting payment or reward. Scout is friendly. Scout is a friend to all. He's a brother to other Scouts. He seeks understanding from others. He respects those ideas and customs that are different from his own. Scout is courageous. A Scout is polite to everyone, regardless of age or position. He knows that good manners make it easier for people to get along together. A Scout is kind. A Scout understands there is strength in being gentle. He treats others as he would like to be treated. He does not harm or kill anything without reason. Scout is obedient. Scout follows the rules of his family, his school, and his troop. He obeys the law of his community and his country. If he thinks rules and laws are unfair, he tries to have them change in an orderly manner rather than disobey them. A Scout is cheerful. A Scout looks for the bright side of life. He cheerfully does the task that comes his way. He tries to make others happy. Scout is thrifty. Scout works to pay his way and to help others. He saves for the future. He protects and conserves natural resources. He carefully uses time and property. A Scout is brave. A Scout can face danger even if he's afraid. He has the courage to stand for what he thinks is right, even if others laugh at him or threaten him. A Scout is clean. A Scout keeps his body and his mind fit and clean. He goes around with those who believe in living these same ideas. He keeps his home and his community clean. A Scout is reverent. A Scout is reverent towards God. He's faithful in his religious duties. He respects the beliefs of others. Thank you, Antonio. Have a seat. The 1938 Handbook for Scoutmasters put it this way: the badge which accompanies his achievements and which the Scout wears on his uniforms are not to show what he has passed certain tests. There should be no past tense implied. On the contrary, each badge cries out, "I can, right now and here." So what can the Eagle Scout do? Let's look at some of the things he has done in preparing to be an Eagle. In terms of badges, he has earned the ranks of Scout, Tenderfoot, Second Class, First Class, Star, Life, and finally Eagle. Along the way, he earned at least 14 merit badges and 7 elective merit badges. Served the troop and leader position for a total of 16 months, and has passed 16 hours of service projects, not including the many hours he spent on his Eagle project. In all, he has completed approximately 325 different requirements. So what has these requirements taught him? Who is the Eagle Scout? First and foremost, of course, he's an outdoorsman. He knows how to camp, swim, hike, use wood tools, build a fire, use a camp stove, find his way with a map and compass. He spent 20 days and nights camping in a tent he pitched on a site he selected. Many of those times he planned his own menu and cooked his own food. The Eagle Scout is comfortable with nature. He can identify local animals and plants, including poisonous plants. He understands the causes of water, land, and air pollution and participates in at least one conservation-related service project. He embodies the Scout motto, be prepared. He knows how to treat fractures, head injuries, hypothermia, frostbite, just to name a few first aid. He knows what to do in case of fire, explosion, car accidents, gas leaks, earthquakes, floods, tornadoes, hurricanes, and avalanches. The Eagle Scout is a good citizen. He's been to city council meetings. He knows how the city government is organized. He knows who his U.S. senators and representatives are, and has written letters to one of them about a national issue. He's read the Declaration of Independence and the U.S. Constitution. The Eagle Scout has also set and worked towards fitness goals. He completed against himself in tests of aerobic endurance, flexibility, muscular strength, and he knows what it means to be physically, mentally, and socially fit. All these things he did in order to earn merit badges required for Eagle. Beyond those, he earned at least 8 elective merit badges. So what is an Eagle Scout? Well, quote an old Scoutmaster handbook, he's a young man who is qualified to help others as well as take care of himself. His badge is not a declaration, but rather a symbol of knowledge and ability. In summary, we looked no further for the definition of an Eagle Scout than the scout we honor here tonight of Antonio. At this point, I'm going to ask Mr. Solar to introduce Antonio to the audience, including a brief history of Antonio's scouting career, and then ask Antonio to say a few words. Mr. Solar.
Antonio Mignone began his scouting career as a Tiger in Cub Scout Pack 25. As a Cub Scout, he earned the rank of Webelos before crossing over to Troop 25 Yonkers, where he started his path to Eagle. He moved on to Troop 29, earning rank and merit badges along the way, before finally joining Troop 12, where he achieved Eagle rank. His position in the troop was the troop librarian, providing training manuals, scouting books, and guidance to whoever needed them. Antonio's Eagle project was designing and executing a pollinator garden at Kittrell Park in White Plains, using native plants to create a habitat for butterflies and bees. Antonio graduated from Archbishop Stepinac High School in May of 2024. He was in the National Honor Society, the National English Honor Society, and National Social Studies Honor Society. He is now a freshman at Samford University in Birmingham, Alabama, where he is studying political science. He has earned 23 merit badges. Antonio?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here tonight. It is a true honor to stand before you as an Eagle Scout, reflecting on a journey that began when I was just 6 years old as a Tiger Scout in Cub Scouts. From those early days through Boy Scouts and now at 18, this experience has shaped me in countless ways. Scouting has taught me important leadership skills and valuable life skills, instilled in me a love for the outdoors, and highlighted the importance of community service. When I joined Troop 12 a few years ago, it was the encouragement from my leaders that truly ignited my desire to earn the Eagle rank. I'm incredibly grateful to the adult leaders who guided and inspired me, Mr. Sola, Mr. Barca, Ms. Praman, Mr. Del Vecchio, Mr. Pardo, and Mr. Solis. Your encouragement and support motivated me to strive for this achievement, and I thank you for the profound impact you've had on my scouting journey. To my fellow Scouts, thank you for the shared experiences, lessons, and memories. The friendships I made along the way are ones that I will always cherish, and I appreciate each of you for the support throughout this journey. I want to extend a special thank you to Commissioner Wayne Bass for his vision of creating a pollinator garden in an area that needed some beautifying, and for supporting my Eagle Scout project. Your guidance allowed me the opportunity to design a garden that will benefit the community for many years to come. Now, as I move forward, I do recognize that earning my Eagle Scout rank is just the beginning of a new chapter. Leadership is about service to others, and I will continue to live by the principles of the Scout Oath and Law in all that I do. I'm currently a freshman in college studying political science, and I am excited to bring the values I've learned in scouting to my academic pursuits and future endeavors. I am committed to making a positive impact, no matter where life takes me. Lastly, I want to express my deepest gratitude to my mom. She has always been there for me, making sure I got to every meeting, every hike, and every camp out. Her unwavering support has been the foundation of my success, not only in scouting, but in my life. Thank you, Mom, for always believing in me and making sure I had every opportunity to succeed. I truly couldn't have done this without you. Thank you all for being part of this special moment in my life. Thank you all once again for your support, encouragement, and belief in me. I am proud to be an Eagle Scout and look forward to the future with confidence and purpose. Thank you.
Mr. Barker will now give the Eagle charge.
I've known this young man, and I've seen him grow and mature over the past several years. I'm thrilled to welcome him to the brotherhood that is Eagle. I'm now going to charge you with the same charge that Mr. Hippias charged me with my Eagle a long time ago. I'm not going to say how long ago, but it was a long time ago. And almost every Eagle from Troop 12 that has come through. I'd like to thank the Hippies family for their steadfast support to the troop and the scouting program. Will our Eagle Scout please rise? Antonio, people in and out of scouting, when they hear that you're an Eagle, will treat you differently. The positive image of an Eagle Scout has always commanded admiration and respect. They will look to you in times of emergencies, crisis, and problems, and someone who can guide them and lead them, someone they can turn to and trust and depend upon, a reliable and competent leader. The Eagle Scout badge indicates not only what you have done, but more importantly, it indicates what can be expected of you in the future. The Eagle Scout charge, regards your future as well. Therefore, I charge you, Antonio, to live with honor. You are a marked young man, a leader. For good or ill, people will follow the example you set, whether you're a boy, a young man, or a senior citizen. Give up anything before you give up your reputation and good name. The Eagle Scout honor is sacred. It's a foundation of all character, and character is what you are deep down inside. Live with honor. I charge you to be loyal. As a follower, you promise to be loyal to those above you. Now, as a leader, you must be loyal to those beneath you. As an Eagle Scout, must be loyal to his ideals. Without loyalty, all character lacks direction. As Shakespeare once wrote, "To thy own self be true, be loyal." I charge you to be courageous. Courage gives us force and strength to all character. Trust in God, have faith in your fellow man. Face each day unafraid and seek your share of the world's work to do. You will face many challenges and obstacles. An Eagle Scout has the courage to do what is right. No matter whatever people say or do, you do what is right. Be courageous. I charge you, give service. Remember, a leader above all is a servant. Make it a habit of the good turn daily, which you learn in scouting. Come forth in the life of service. Be a leader, but lead only the very best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold to the level of service to God and your fellow man. Give service. Finally, I charge you to have vision. As a leader, you must now blaze your own trail. Just as an eagle soars high above the ground, can look far into the distance, you too must look far into the future. Many people will follow you. Only with vision you lead them in the right direction. Have vision. Eagle Scout Antonio, these are meaningful words, but actions speak louder than words. So now I ask you to rededicate yourself to scouting as an Eagle Scout by taking some actions. Antonio, you have joined your fellow Eagle Scouts in repeating the oath and law many times in your scouting life. Now you will stand and repeat the new oath, the Eagle Scout Pledge. Through the words you say are similar to the words you have said many times before. Today will mean more than ever have. At the end of the pledge, you will pledge your sacred honor. You will be sealing your oath with these words that close the Declaration of the Independence. Following the scouting and the Troop 12 tradition, I'd like to have any Eagle Scouts present in the room to come up and reaffirm their oaths with me. Come on up, Mike. All right. Each of you please give the scout sign and repeat after me in unison. I reaffirm my allegiance
I reaffirm my allegiance
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
to the three promises of the Scout Oath.
Thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
Thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
the obligation and responsibilities
the obligation and responsibilities
of the rank of Eagle.
of the rank of Eagle.
On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example
On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example,
and make my rank and influence that count strongly.
make my rank and my influence count strongly.
For better scouting and for better citizenship
For better scouting and for better citizenship
in my troop, in my community,
in my community,
in my contact with other people.
in my contact with other people.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
To this I pledge my sacred honor.
Two. You guys can have a seat. Thank you. Antonio, you're still standing. From one Eagle Scout to another, by the authority vested in me by the National Court of Boy Scouts of America, it's my privilege and pleasure to announce Antonio as an Eagle Scout. May the oath you have taken remain true in your heart. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Troop 12's newest Eagle Scout.
I would thank you, Mr. Barker, for those words of inspiration. I would like now to invite our Troop Assistant Scoutmaster, Mr. Douglas Cummings, to conduct the pinning and neckerchief ceremonies. We would also like the mother of our latest Eagle Scout to step forward to join her son. Blank.
Stand in front of that table over that way.
Antonio, the path of a Boy Scout from Scout to Eagle is long and often hard. You have not traveled the trail to Eagle alone. Many people have been involved with you in this process, none more than your mother, who has undoubtedly been your primary source of help and strength. No one will ever really know the unnumbered acts of self-sacrifice from your mother throughout your scouting adventure. In recognition of this parental involvement, we'd like your mom to have the honor of putting the Eagle pin on your uniform now. And now it is your turn to present your mother with the mother pin and thank her for her support. Antonio, you selected a mentor to assist you on the last leg of your trail to Eagle. Please present your mentor with the mentor pin. When Antonio joined the Boy Scouts, his Scoutmaster presented him with a green Troop 12 neckerchief he wore when he arrived today. Now that you are an Eagle Scout, you may wear the official BSA Eagle neckerchief. Antonio, please wear it as a proud sign of your accomplishment and as a reminder of all the effort and great work your Scoutmasters and other adult leaders have put into support you along the way.
In addition to the neckerchief, we present our new Eagle Scout with a few important items, including a U.S. flag which is flown over the United States Capitol. It's in the mail. It's coming. It is Congress. It takes a while. An official Eagle Scout certificate in a custom frame, which is a gift from the troop, including a challenge pin and your Eagle card. An album in which he can store certificates and other scouting memorabilia, which now includes letters from notable figures and dignitaries, including national and local scout executives. Please feel free to look at the albums containing these letters after the ceremony. We have a few special guests here who would like to make some presentations. On behalf of the City of Yonkers, Honorable Mayor Mike Spano, Mr. Nick Chiarella. Would you please join Councilwoman Diaz and Councilman Morante? Can you please join us up in the front?
Stand up. Okay. Come on, Jay. And County Legislator James Nolan.
Over? We'll move the flag over.
We have one more from the Daughters of the American Revolution, Miss Cindy Prodman.
Certificate and a pen.
Thank you. Have a seat. Thank you. Before we get to the closing, Mr. Bark will offer a traditional Scoutmaster minute.
I'll try to keep this to a minute. Get the date out first. Again, congratulations to our newest Eagle, Antonio. It's been a long time coming for you to have this honor. Thank you all elected officials, guests, for coming here and celebrating the day with us. Scoutmasters and assistant committee members, please stand, that have helped Antonio get this way. So anybody, committee members from Troop 12, Council, Scoutmasters, thank you guys. Without you, we wouldn't have had 9 Eagles in the past 7 years. So thank you very much for your dedication to scouting. You guys have a seat. All right. Sorry, I lost my place here. I'm sorry, committee members stand up again. Antonio, stand up. I should just follow my script here. All right. Assistant Scoutmasters, committee members, please stand. I know you've many times you have serious doubts and questions. Is what we're doing scouting really worth it? As you accept the salute from your Eagle Scout, you must certainly realize and know that what you have done is not in vain. Antonio, please salute your committee members and your Scoutmasters. Eagle Scout, you do so when you thank them and all the people in and out of scouting and movement. Your family, your troop, merit badge counselors, teachers, coaches, clergy, friends, sponsors for the troop, everyone who have helped you to this day and promised that have continued to serve Troop 12 and scouting. Thank you guys. You can sit. You're standing. Antonio, turn to your mom, who I know you love very much. Turn to your mom and thank her, and thank her, and thank her, and thank her, and thank her.
Thank you.
You can never thank her enough. Now go give your mom an Eagle Scout kiss. No scout, no man should ever feel too big or too important or too grown that he can kiss his mom. We've heard a lot about so many people have helped you achieve this distinguished award. And it is true, you owe a lot to many. But with all their help, support, promises, encouragement, bribes, threats, with all that, we wouldn't be here today if it was not for yourself. Your own desire, determination to become an Eagle Scout, if it was to be, it was up to you, and you made it happen. Today we spoke your favorite memories of our Eagle Scout. What about the future? Tomorrow morning you'll wake up a little tired, a little happy, and an Eagle Scout. 10 years from now, you'll wake up each morning an Eagle Scout. Every day for the rest of your life, you'll wake up an Eagle Scout. That's the good news. The bad news, each morning for the rest of your life, you will wake up an Eagle Scout. You will see it's both an honor and an obligation. You'll get different reactions from people you'll meet. Some find out you're an Eagle and they'll say, it figures. Others will find out you're an Eagle and it may make things a little bit easier for you, just because you already have been tested. You might notice, however, since challenges often seem a little bit easier because you have been tested, others will make things harder for you. Just because you're an Eagle, again, you might not notice it because you can handle challenges. You're an Eagle often, however, in a room full of people, no one will know that you're an Eagle except for you, and that's okay too. What's an Eagle Scout worth? To the BSA, it's about $30, the cost of the Eagle Scout kit. To the military, it's about $2,000 per year. The difference between an E1 rank that everyone enters the military and E2, which Eagle Scouts start. To former Scouts, especially Life Scouts, the Eagle is invaluable because it represents a missed opportunity, a rank they will never achieve. To most other people you'll meet, the value of an Eagle is the value they place in your friendship. So you tell me what it's worth. I have a gift for you. It's a compass. As a symbol, the compass signifies bringing motivation to a person who's feeling lost. It gives you a sense of hope and inspires you to follow your heart and your rightful path. Also, a compass always points north, a direction which symbolizes progress, betterment, and inspiration. And may it lead you back home in times when times get tough and gives you guidance for hard decisions. The compass has a poem engraved in it, The Road Taken by Robert Frost. As of this moment, you're the newest Eagle Scout in BSA. Remember, you're always an Eagle. Never say I was an Eagle. You're always an Eagle. Congratulations.
With that, we would like to congratulate our new Eagle Scout one last time and thank everyone who participated today. It has been my privilege to have served as Master of Ceremonies for this Court of Honor. I now pronounce this ceremony closed. Please join us for some light refreshments. Thank you for attending and congratulations, Antonio. All right.